We're now joined by Jacob Calvin Meyer from the Baltimore Sun. We're talking Orioles baseball as the Birds are now, I guess, officially about a week in since that first full squad workout this past Monday. Jacob, now back in Baltimore. Welcome back home. I know, I'm sure you're excited about the weather conditions here comparatively to Sarasota, right?
Yeah, just in time for the snowstorm.
Yeah, no question. Oh, man. So it's been an interesting week for Birdland, of course, starting out with some injury news. What's the latest that you've heard on Jordan Westberg? Everyone's expecting him to miss at least the month of April. What have you heard? What's his status? And what do you really think his chances are to get back to 100% at least some point in this early season?
Yeah, there were a couple days there last week where it was a mystery and things were kind of weird and rumors were swirling on social media. The team finally did, after a couple days, address it, that he does have an elbow injury. And anytime fans hear an injury to the elbow, especially to that UCL ligament that's associated with Tommy John surgery, fans kind of get worried. This is a cause for concern, but because he's a position player where there's less stress that's put on the ligament, it might be more likely that the PRP injection, which can help the ligament heal, will work. Yes, he will be out through April, but it should be expected that he can be able to swing a bat, relatively soon here, be able to heal up, and by May or June return to third base. But again, these elbow injuries can be tricky.
Well, a guy who's no stranger to injury was on the mound today, Kyle Bradish. How do you think that he looked in his first spring training action against the Tigers?
Yeah, listen, Kyle Bradish is somebody that every time he pitches, he impresses. It's whether it's in a bullpen, in a live BP, in a spring training game, you can put him anywhere and he's going to look good. The key for him is keeping him healthy, just like any other starting pitcher. I know when a guy gets Tommy John surgery, people think he's an increased injury risk, but these days every pitcher gets Tommy John, and before he did get it, he wasn't really an injury risk. He wasn't somebody that was consistently getting hurt. So now that he's passed the surgery, he was able to kind of platform last year, get about 30 to 40 innings under his belt. There will still be an innings limit on him this year, but I do think if he can stay healthy, he's probably going to be one of the better starting pitchers in the American League because of how good his stuff is.
Well, an Oriole who has quickly become someone who Oriole fans are expecting a lot from has already given a lot in a couple of spring training games. Pete Alonso has 2 home runs in 3 games. How big of an impact player is he proven to be already just through a week of spring training? And what has he shown you in just these few at-bats that we've seen?
Yeah, I think this puts him on pace for somewhere like 186 home runs if he plays 2 out of every 3 spring training games and every regular season game. So I'm sure Mike Elias and David Rubenstein will take that and say that that's money well spent. Listen, Pete Alonso is not just a superstar level player. You already see it, his impact here. He's going to give you 30 to 40 home runs, and they're going to be great, and it's going to be important for this team. I think the thing that might matter just as much, maybe not just as much as 40 homers, but it'll matter a lot, is the fact that he's going to be able to shield some of these guys from pressure that they feel and protect them in the middle of the lineup. Just imagine if Gunnar Henderson is hitting second and Pete Alonso is hitting third. Pitchers cannot pitch around Gunnar Henderson. They have to go right at him, and that's going to be fun to watch to see how well Gunnar can hit with Alonso batting behind him.
Well, someone who might be at the bottom of the lineup at some point this season also had a home run today, Heston Kjerstad. And there's already been a little bit of chatter about Kjerstad. He's maybe switched up his appearance at the plate. No more leg kick, thanks to Matt Holliday, apparently. What have you seen from him? And do you really expect him to kind of become the guy that everyone thought that he might? Due to, his injury history has kind of held him back a little bit. But now it seems as if he's healthy and he's looking ready to go for 26.
Yeah, it's important to note that up until he got hit in the head by a pitch in the summer of 2024, there was a 3-week stretch where Heston Kjerstad wasn't just the best hitter on the Orioles. He was one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball. It looked like he was fully breaking out and becoming the type of hitter in the big leagues that everybody believed and knew that he could, considering he was such an elite hitting prospect. Since he got hit in the head, things have just gone south. We don't know what kind of ailed him last season. That hasn't been detailed by him or the team yet. But after that point, he struggled with a concussion. Then last year, he struggled at the plate, was sent down, then missed the last 2 months of the season. His spring this year, you're right, he did kind of curtail that leg kick a little bit, and then he did train with the Holidays over there in Oklahoma. What we're seeing out of him is similar to what I saw out of Kyle Stowers 2 years ago at spring training, actually, where Stowers had a bad 2023, and then he started to break out that spring. Orioles fans don't need to be reminded about what Kyle Stowers became with the Miami Marlins. Listen, nobody knows what this season's going to look like for Kjerstad. It might be tough for him to break camp in the major leagues, but if he keeps hitting this way and he is fully healthy, he's a big league caliber hitter, and if you hit, you're going to be in the big leagues.
Yeah, Orioles fans certainly hoping that that is the case for Kjerstad. To even get a semblance of what Kyle Stowers had in Miami last year would be pretty exciting, I would say. Jacob, thanks for joining us and talking some O's.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Vincent Hill. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Follow Fox Baltimore on social media for more videos just like this.